Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. I'm YouTube famous now. Available on iTunes in 2018. The Retro Remix. Affiliate code listed below. I cannot believe I am making videos 2 days in a row about Shane Dawson, my YouTube husband. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second I'm awake. I love Anna Nancy Wilson of heart. So, I think not so much. Anyway, yesterday I did a Q&A and I said something in there about Shane Dawson. So of course I just threw his name in the title. And then today it was interesting. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shame-a-lang, ding-ding-dong-ding. Ooh, how's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Sexy daddy, sexy, yes. Drama, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. Drama. Shane Dawson did what? He got arrested for buying likes. Anyway, so many people wanted me to respond to this video that Shane put out yesterday. I think it was late yesterday that he put out about buying likes and dislikes on Instagram, Twitter, and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm totally joking about the internet husband thing. You obviously know that, even though I'm using my horse fan today. I do think that he is so fine, right? And I think that he and Ryland make an adorable couple. And I just want to congratulate Ryland on hitting 1 million subscribers. So anyway, I saw that the other day and I thought that was awesome. But I watched this video and you guys, I literally laughed my ass off. Okay, now you know if you're a big Shane Dawson Uber fan like I am, that he does all these conspiracy videos, and sometimes, I mean, they're always very funny, but there's a little bit of seriousness to it too. And so I was like, how is he gonna do this? Like, is he gonna really address the mystery of buying likes and all this kind of stuff? And we know it happens, right? Like, what's interesting to me is that he never really talked in there about, like, the fact that there's so many rumors that, I mean, he kind of addresses it at the beginning, but then he just goes in and shows how it works. He doesn't really go in there and talk about the people that do it, right? Which is interesting because what it explained to me was that he's not one of these low-life YouTubers that need to do it, right? I have my own personal experience with that. Not that I bought any likes or subscribers and whatever, and I never would. Like I always said when I got on YouTube, like if I had 50 subscribers or if I had 50 million, I was gonna do it my way. Baby, it ain't BK, you can't always have it your way, right? But I wasn't gonna pay no hard-earned money, okay, on buying some followers. I think that's pathetic. So anyway, but I have had people buy dislikes for me on my video, and it was interesting because I did a video about Trisha Paytas like a month ago, and like I hadn't even like really looked at it like within 24 hours or something like that. Like I posted it and it was like I saw how many views it had on it, but then I kind of like, I post a video, move on, post a video, move on. That's kind of how it is, right? And I was live streaming in YouNow and somebody came in, and it's like interesting because almost on all of my videos, if you look at the ratio of dislikes to likes, I usually always get about 10% dislikes, right? Which I think is normal for a lot of YouTubers. And so somebody came into my YouNow stream, I had never seen the person before, and they were like, do you want to talk about all of your dislikes in your Trisha Paytas video? I was like, oh, shade. And I had no, look at this. I mean, is this natural highlight or what? I truly do just wash my face with soap and water. Somebody said to me when I talked about that in my Q&A yesterday, they said something about people with oily skin. I was like, did you just say I have oily skin? No, ma'am. Anyway, so, but I like, while I was in my live stream, I went and looked at my Trisha Paytas video, and it had like, the dislikes to likes ratio was like the other way. I had like 670 dislikes to like, I don't know, like 100 likes or something like that. And I was like, and this was like literally within 12 hours of me posting the video, and I was like, who bought dislikes? Why would you buy dislikes for this video? Like, I mean, I know Trisha is not gonna go spend hard-earned money, okay, that she could go buy on a Jamba Juice and a bag of chips. I love that video. That is one of my all-time favorite videos of Trisha Paytas is when she pulls up and goes in the Jamba Juice and gets the Jamba Juice and a bag of chips. A girl just like myself. But anyway, I mean, like, I knew it wasn't her, and she and I are on good terms anyway, so I was like, who would buy dislikes for one of my videos? And if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. Like, and this is always interesting when you explain it to people and people are like, huh? And like, I was kind of like that at first too, is like, with Google Analytics and like YouTube Analytics, likes and dislikes are kind of seen the same way. They're seen as activity on a video, right? Excuse me. So if you get like 50,000 dislikes and 1,000 likes on a video, to some degree, YouTube and Google look at that they look at it the same way, right? They look at it as activity on your video. So it's not really hurting your video to get a lot of dislikes on it, right? What would hurt is for nobody to look at your video. So what I think happens, and I have speculated about this with other YouTubers that have grown very quickly over time, is that, like, let's say if I know that a really good, I'm gonna make a video, right? And like, let's say if I'm gonna make a video as a drama channel, I'm just gonna make something up, right? I'll make it up about Shane Dawson, and it'll just be completely something that would never happen. Oh, he just did that adopted a baby video where he did that kid, that actor. Did y'all see that video? That was so cute, wasn't it? He and Rylan really would make good dads. But anyway, let's just say if like I had some insider information that Shane Dawson and Rylan were using a surrogate and they really were gonna have like a baby, right? And they didn't want anybody to know about it, and none of their friends knew about it, and I had evidence, and I had like doctor proof, and I knew that I was the only one to have this video, and so I knew this video was gonna get a lot of attention anyway. It would be a really good video for me to purchase likes on, or purchase views on, and also subscribers, because what would happen is a lot of people would be coming to watch that video anyway, so it would make sense that that would be a video that I would get a lot of likes or, you know, views on, and then it would just seem normal that a lot of subscribers came from that one video. Does that make sense? And then you would do it also on whatever your next video was. You could do a video about, I don't know, fall leaves and how much you love pumpkin spice lattes or something. And you could do the same thing, but it would make sense because you could say, well, oh my God, it must be all the people that came from the Shane Dawson video where I exposed this big thing. Well, what happens over time is people start buying into the lie, right? And they start looking at it and they go, oh my God, this person's like growing, and he's, you know, now listen, if you're a YouTuber that ain't got no personality and you ain't got no shtick and no gig, baby, it ain't gonna work for you, okay? So you're just wasting your money. So somebody needs to tell you, your moms needs to sit you down and say, listen, baby, I love you, you ain't no YouTuber, okay? McDonald's is hiring, go over there, maybe you can become a manager in 6 months. You know, Misty that used to give BJs to you in high school, she works over there, you'll be working right with her. So anyway, but like, it's not gonna work for that person. You have to have a little bit of a gig, you have to have a little bit of a personality, and you have to know that, right? And the thing is that unless you're like a Tana Mojo that rises very quickly, and that's a phenomenon on YouTube, you know? The days of like Jenna Marbles, you know, Disney princess videos, and Hannah Hart's like My Drunk Kitchen, where you have these like viral videos that are shared 1 million times on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else and literally go viral overnight. That does not happen anymore. It just doesn't, right? So the only way to do it is to kind of fake this facade that you grew very quickly off of one video. And I have seen it happen with more than one YouTuber out there that knows what they're doing, right? And it's interesting when you watch it happen because you'll see like 1 or 2 really good videos, and then their videos kind of go downhill a little bit. But if you go read the comments on those newer videos that are still shit, people will be like, oh my God, like, you're so great, I love you so much, and they've bought into the lie, right? So really, these companies that are selling likes and all this kind of stuff are really selling a lie is what they're doing. We know that, like on Instagram, I've always thought it was interesting to me, like people that just want to have like all of these views and stuff. Well, a couple of years ago, I have a very good friend of mine that's a model, and she was working for Wilhelmina at the time, and she went to, what was it, like bathing suit runway season or whatever, you know, in Miami, and she was like doing casting calls for all of these like major labels. And she called me and she was distraught, and she said, I don't know what to do. And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, you know, I have a really good following on Instagram. I have like 50,000 people, and she had been in pageants, and that's how she had gotten a huge following. She's like, but these girls that I am competing with for parts in the runway shows, she said they literally have like hundreds of thousands of Instagram followers. And she goes, and they're sitting in the, back here talking about how they bought all of their followers and where to buy them. And she goes, the thing is she's like, when they go in for a casting call, the brand or the fashion designer is looking how many Instagram followers they have, because if they post a picture in that bathing suit or on that runway, it's more attention that they're getting for their brand. She goes, so these girls that have totally faked their way to the top are getting the attention, are getting the modeling contracts just based on their views and their subscribers. Well, that's very, very interesting, okay? And she said to me, she goes, do you think that I should buy or do you think I should buy followers on Instagram? I said, oh, no, ma'am, never. Because once you give your integrity away, you can never get it back. A little lesson I learned from my father. Integrity is very, very important. And once you give it away to something or somebody, you can never get it back. You've screwed yourself, basically, right? So now fast forward to YouTube. What's interesting about this is that when you look at YouTubers that have done similar things, right? Like they've had a video with some clickbaity title that gets a lot of views, and people are like, oh my God, this video have you ever watched a video? Like I just did this the other day with a channel. I was very surprised. I went to it and the video had like 1.3 million views, and the title was like something that didn't make any sense whatsoever on why it would get that many views. And the thumbnail was okay. And there was a little skin showing, but other than that, it didn't make any sense why it would get 1.3 million views. And I went and watched the video, and I remember watching the video back in the day when it had like 20,000 views. And I watched the whole video back, and it was like 10 minutes long, and I thought, why did this video ever get 1.3 million views? Well, what was interesting about that was, you would think with a video that got 1.3 million views that it would have something catastrophic, right? Like 50,000 likes or 10,000 or 20,000 likes. No, this video had like 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes on a video that got 1 million views. And drama channels, we watch this shit constantly, okay? We watch it all the time. This is a common conversation when drama channels talk to each other, like on the phone or in DMs, like off camera. This is a conversation we have all the time about who's buying views, we know who the fakery fakes are, okay? It's just, we do. We know who you are out there. But the thing is that to everybody else, it looks real unless you're looking for these things, unless you're looking at how many comments did you get on this video, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, if I had a video that tomorrow got 500,000 likes or 500,000 views, and I didn't get any subscribers off of it, and I got very few likes and hardly any comments, because like even if you got a video that let's say has 500,000 views on it, and let's say if you have 30,000 likes, which would make sense, and let's say if you had 5,000 dislikes, which would make sense, which could mean that they bought the likes, they bought the views, they bought the dislikes, right? But if you go in and it has 20 comments, no ma'am, ain't nobody commented on that video. That's so fine that it got 500,000 views. I would be the first one to get on camera and say, now somebody done bought those views for me, okay? It wasn't me, but I'm saying right now, I ain't going to jail for no buying likes and dislikes. Oh, they are so cute, Rylan and Shane. Did you see that? When Shane was talking about, he was joking obviously, but and then his mom said in the video, like, I'm not gonna get arrested for that. Can you imagine going up into the pokey? Why do we call it the pokey? Can you imagine going up into the pokey and they'd be like, what are you in for? Manslaughter. What are you in here for? Grand Theft Auto. What are you in here for? Buying likes on Instagram. Come on now, girl. That cracked me up all day long. But anyway, so I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking, but here's the really sad part of it, right? And this is what I think Shane doesn't even understand, is that the opportunities that you get by buying subscribers, by buying followers and all that kind of stuff is great, because it creates this illusion that a lot of people really are fascinated with me. Therefore, I must be something that you should be fascinated in. So a lot of people hit the subscribe button not even knowing what it's about. Does that make sense? Have you ever gone to a YouTuber before? I have, so I can admit to this all day long. I know a lot of people are very, very picky with subscribing to people and not subscribing to people, but I'm not one of those people. I subscribe very quickly. And if I go to somebody's channel and I've never heard of them before, and somebody's like, oh my God, you would love them, and I go and they have like 6 million subscribers, I hit subscribe right away. Why not? Everybody else must love them. And while I like to think of myself not as a conformist, I think on YouTube it's a little bit different story. And I think that, a lot of times those YouTubers that rise very, very quickly, and we don't understand why, they're the ones that get the collabs with other people, because those people are like, well, they're rising steadily, so there must be something to their game, Have you ever watched somebody that's done a story time? Go back and watch Look, there are a lot of big YouTubers out there that have risen to fame very quickly in the last couple years. Go watch their first video, their first story time video. Tell me why they rose to fame so quickly. Tell me if maybe they didn't buy some subscribers, likes, and views, and all that kind of shit, right? So it's just very, very interesting to me. And, I feel like now, having looked at it for so long, I can kind of spot it a mile away. And, those are the people that are getting the collabs. Those are the people that are getting the brand endorsements and the sponsorships. Those are the people that are getting the podcasts. I'm just saying. So, it's their gig is working for them, and I'm happy. But I want to know every time that I get on video and I see, hey, I made a video and it got 500 likes, and I did a video and it got 10,000 likes. Well, maybe people like this more than they like that. For me, it's a gauge of what people like. When I go and I do a Q&A and I get a certain amount of people that watch it, I know those are the people that are truly interested in what I'm putting out there, because the people that are here for just the drama don't watch my Q&As, okay? That's just the story. If I put a story time out, they don't watch the story times. And so it gives me kind of a real true depiction of who really likes the funny ha-ha content that I'm putting out. And I'm completely fine with that, don't get me wrong, I've always said, we don't make videos because we don't want people to watch them. We make videos because we want people to watch them. But I don't want to make videos for other people to sit out there and think that people are watching them. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? I think that's some phony ass bullshit. I ain't buying into that all day long. Baby, my money is funny, okay? I'd rather spend my money up in the casino or getting me a fountain pop or buying a new pair of shoes, wouldn't you? Than spending $150, but I will tell you this, his video was so cute. So go watch it. Let me know what you think about people buying and buying. We all know it happens, don't you? We all know it happens. So, it's really not as big of a mystery as everybody wants to make it out to be, but I do think it's kind of funny, especially for those YouTubers that we know it. And then it's interesting because even those that we know they've done it because we've seen it happen, but then when they're at a certain point, it's like we buy into the fantasy. Why do we want to buy into the fantasy? I don't know. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.